trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look at this Dow Jones that I posted before. There was the ABCD pattern here last night, and now we've had to move down. We haven't taken out the lows of the last 2 days yet. We've certainly done that in the S&P, and we've done it in the NASDAQ, but we haven't done it in the Russell also. But let's look at this on the daily, because we could be knocking on the old guess what. No, we're already through it, folks. I believe so. I thought we might have stopped at the exact 786, but we've gone through there. But you can see this is the larger ABCD pattern that we have right here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch over to a 4-hour chart so we can see this. You know what? The daily would be better. Let's do that, Larry. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there it is right there. It says we should get down here to 41 and change. We could certainly make that, but right now it's holding up relatively well. If you'll remember last Friday, and we focused on this quite a bit because this is the Russell. It's been the weakest. This is the one that we've been, well, watching and trading, of course. But there is the long-term weekly chart. And as you can see, we have completed the pattern right here. This low was 51, okay? There's your ABCD pattern. It's completing right now. We haven't made the 618, but we are in the zone. This is, folks, this is a very oversold market. It doesn't have all the ending. There's a gap in here. Let me see what's wrong with that. That shouldn't be in there. Hold on a second. Yeah, there it is. Anyway, this doesn't mean if we get below these numbers, this is when the problem will happen. But here's what my 2 cents worth. And as I said before, we're going to look at this one. Well, those of you that know where we were short, now someone's asking a question about where did we originally short that Dow Jones. And if you remember, it was 48 something. Hold on just a second here. For the second time, we sold it the first time up there too. Yeah, right there was that number. Whoa, it's got it back up here a little pal. A few days ago, way back in, there it is. There's where we sold it right there. There was at 448. That's where we sold it. And now you can see we have a potential for another move down here. We haven't taken these out yet, but it's close. Now, the reason why I'm saying this and bumbling along as I do is the real problem, or the real eyes on game is this one here. Now, here is our NASDAQ. Now, you see, it has not made a new low on the day. It's come very, very close. Okay, now you'll notice you have over a 2-day period, yesterday and today, you have a nice move right down here at this level right here. Folks, this is where they trap you. You got 3 hours to go, and if this thing just takes this out, then that's it. But let me say something very, very clear. Listen up, little buckaroos. You see a trade below 20,000? Uh-oh, head for the hills, because, you know how bearish I am. And I don't like to use the C word that ends in an H, but there's a possibility of that. But this is not showing any signs of that. We're having just great volatility, for heaven's sakes. I mean, the market moves, 150, 200 points in the Dow if you blink your eyes. So that's some of the things that I'm paying close attention to here today. All right, let's move on here and cover a couple other things. I've already covered that U.S. dollar. We made some type of a retracement here now in the U.S. dollar, so that's another one that's looking. Another reason that I do not believe that we're in a C correction, or that crash type correction, is the bond market is actually holding up relatively well. Let me get rid of some of this stuff that we're not looking at. That's the old stuff. Okay, there was our first sell, beautiful 382 here yesterday, if you'll remember. And it came all the way down here. Look what we did last night, folks. And this is hard to believe. And not only that, but the market has not come back above that 382 yet. See, so it still has some bearish capabilities, because the target on this bond, the short bond that we put on up there, is right down. Oh, we hit it. Well, I got to. Oh no, it's drawn wrong. Let me use the drawing tool here. You should have some crayons on this darn thing, because there's your ABCD pattern. It's got to get down just a tiny bit lower, down to this level. And remember, the real key on this one was the daily, because that's where she banged the door, right up there at 194, 119.04. And there's where we're coming down. Now we're down 3 hard days in a bull market. Remember, I mentioned that if the pullback is correct, it should be equal to the one we had here. So if you put that over, that's going to get you to there. So we're not very far away. Now I'm looking at this, and you know my favorite number. I'm going to bring it up here just to see if anybody can guess what it is. We'll just go for the low back here on January the 13th and draw it in. Oh, shut the front door, folks. Well, this is almost a 382. If there's going to be a flight to quality, this might be the low of the day. So we'll have to pay close attention to it. All right, let's move on to a couple other things that are always very interesting. And I want to bring them up to you because we've had a lot of fun doing this. But all of you, I just want to give you a little bit of heads up. I'm not, trying to throw apples and oranges at anybody. But you remember when I was on the trade or on the move here the other day, with Rich Anderson, our good friend, and I said, boy, these soybeans look like a buy down here at 592 and 596, and look what's happened, folks. We've rallied 30 cents virtually straight up, and this was when they were telling us that Russia or China was no longer going to be buying soybeans, and Rich was on the line saying, I've known Rich for 60 years. He was 19 when I met him. And anyway, he said, all the news is out. He said, well, there's no really bad news here because everybody already knows that. And look, the market wasn't going down. And so only one against is 4 cents, and now it's had a pretty good rally. And the rally today, let's just see what it was off of the high we made way back here in February, just to see if it stopped any place. Stopped right exactly at the 50%. So we're getting ready to see this market really move. This is going to be the big one, folks, for the year is July soybeans, not the May. Let's try that again, Larry. November soybeans are the one we want to be watching. We'll be watching that one on the next segment that we go through. But I have to talk to you folks here because Johnny over there with his little placard had to bring this up today in the cattle market. You remember here we had this big bottom in the cattle market yesterday. The market rallied. In 2 days, it rallied 7 cents. And what is our rule, folks? I don't even have to repeat it, do I? End the story. All right, let's move on to the next one. We've covered most of these. Crude oil. Just get up here. I have all my beepers on, folks, to tell me if these legitimate prices have been hit. But that's where we are. Here was crude oil last night. We had a really nice 382 here. Then we came down and we made new lows on the move. So let's get the hourly chart. And you'll see, it didn't make new lows. Son of a gun, I've been so busy doing everything else. Had no chance to do the crude oil today, but boy, it's been one heck of a day. Okay, there's your high right here. Right there, it comes exactly to the 786. Stays there for 2 hours, boys and girls. Then rallies $1.50. So let's keep an eye on those numbers as we go through. But more than that, let's let TFNN pay for a few bills, and we'll be back in just a moment.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Now this was our low here that we made here just a few days ago on March I think it was March 1st, was it? No, it was the last day of March 1st. We haven't taken that out yet. Okay, now that number is 2050. Now remember when we were looking at this on this long-term daily chart, let's just get this up here. So show you the daily, because this is acting pretty good. You see, it's not really falling out of bed. So this is not, well, it could very easily, but see, there's where we are. This is it. Come on now. You like ABCD, this is where we dance. Okay, remember, we highly recommended the short up here. If you remember that, let's get rid of some of these things you don't need to see because they just clutter up. From our high that we made here, we went up to the 50% retracement, okay? We stayed there, folks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. Folks, there's one word. I'm going to type it in so you all folks can see it. This is what they call this in stock I can't spell with the darny. It's called distribution, folks. In other words, the strong handlers handle it over to the weak handlers, and there we are. So here's where we are. There was our low weight. We have not taken it out as of yet. Now, if what we talk about, ABCD, works, that should be a pretty good ABCD pattern. So there's your A point right there. You draw it there. There's your B point right there. And there's your C point right here, okay? And it should have come down to this level. Hold on one second. This level here, 2028, and we still might, because if we take this out, that'll be it. But this is the 50% on the long-term daily. That's why it's setting there. Oh, shucks. That's a weekly. I never look at weekly charts, but there's your 50% retracement off the whole thing. Just like that dollar index I just showed you just a little while ago. There it was right there, right on the money. The low was 47. 57 is trading at 71. Has not made new highs with an ABCD. On page 222, Gartley'd say, buy it. Put your stop below here. I'm not giving a recommendation, folks. I'm just trying to kill a little time here, having a little fun. So let's move on here and take care of these currencies because they've had a big move. Let's go back and let's literally take a look at two things. We're going to look at the euro and the British pound. We looked at the euro before. We're going to review it again because we hit the big 0.618 last night with all the emotionalism that we had going on. Okay, now you can see here we have the ABCD pattern forming right here. No question about it. There's your AB leg right here. And there's your CD leg right here. And then we know that when you have really wide bars like this, you have to increase this. The CD leg's got to be a minimum of 127, and when bars like this, it's got to be 1.618. So if you did that, just come over here and do it together, hopefully. And that's equal, AB equals CD. Now we're going to put in 1618.61. Come on. Hold on just a second. Let's see how close we come to the high. And the high was, this goes 208.62, and this says 208.57. Missed it by 5 pips. So that tells us we probably made something important here. And then when you looked at it intraday, which we did, you can see there was the 382 right there. This was when we saw this going on. Remember yesterday, folks, if you like that 382, we pointed it out to you yesterday. There it was. Let's just get it up here and see. There was the first one. Hold, let me get this out here because some people, let's do 13-minute because it'd be a lot easier to see. Move this over like this. Okay, there was the 382 right there off of the low coming in right here. Now it started to go. All it did through here was little tiny corrections in this real screaming bull market. Now the bull market has stopped screaming because we hit 61% on the long-term daily, okay? That's my opinion. All right, let's look at the British pound. That was another one that had a beautiful recovery move here. We'll get this up here. We'll be able to see it here. We got almost to the perfect number here in the British pound also. And don't share these ABCDs with folks because they only work about 10-15% of the time. All right, here's the, from this, you can see the ABCD pack is here, okay. Then it backs off, and then it starts to go higher. It comes up to, supposed to make 529.414, and it only got to 529.237. So it missed it by about 60 pips, and now we're starting to come down. I was watching that last night, and when I saw it get above the 29 level, all I did was I went down to the smaller time frame, and I was hoping to find, well, there, where did it go? Yeah, here's where it was, right here. I was looking for a move to come down, and I sold this 382 retracement, and it lasted for a while, and then, of course, I ended up getting stopped out, break even. But I think the pound and I think the dollar has turned because of that 50% number, the fact that the euro is doing what it's doing. Let's look at another important one, which is the Canadian dollar. And that should have been strong today because of the news coming out of wherever it is up there, Alberta. I don't even know what the capital of. Well, no, it's not. It's backing off a little bit. See, here was the move, and all we backed off today is looks like just about the 786 retracement here on this one. Yep, there it is, right on the money. So we'll pay close attention to that one like we always do. And then finally, we want to look at our good friend over the old loonies over in Australia. And there it is right here. Oh, we have to do one other thing, folks. It's super important. Now, don't let me forget. Okay, here's the Australian dollar, and we got up. Let's see, we had the big move down here. Hold to get this one out of the way. Stretch that out. There was the move. There's the move up right at the 618. Not you had to watch this stuff very much, but there is your 618, and after that it rallies 1, 2, 3 days, and where does it stop? Big gap in here, has to be 786. There it is, stopping right on the money. Well, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't, but that's what we're looking at here today. Okay, when we come back, we are going to look at some key stocks that are in the news, the usual ones plus a few others, because they give us an indication of what some of these things might be doing. So let's just get out of the way here. Bang, and bang, and bang. And the rest of what we want to do is go to our chart layout and put the charts in so we can see them. I've got 9 in here. I've got 1 too many. So the one I want to get rid of is the cattle. We're not interested in that any longer. The euro's still going down. What's else is the Russell's rallying. Well, here's the Russell, folks. I mean, they can't beat this up. Look at this. This doesn't want to go down. It makes a new low. It's already rallied 100 points or 10 points. So this is, just a minute. These are all messed up here. Okay. All right. Let's move on. It didn't quite get to this target right here. It was supposed to, well, it got to 2060. Okay, 2060, and the low was supposed to be, no, that's 202.60, right? No, it says 20. Yeah, 2060, and the low was supposed to be 2026. It's already 128 points higher. I don't know. I don't think I want to be short this stuff, but that's up to you. 877-927-6648.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstadt's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstadt releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, I don't want to make a mistake here, so we're going to look at this real closely. Now, this is the NASDAQ at the pork bellies of financial markets, in my opinion, because it has no fear. Anyway, this is the ABCD pattern that we had here on the 13th. Remember, that was a big, big day with cycles. We had, I believe I can just point it out to you right here. We'll just get this up. A few cycles in here like this. Then all I'm going to do is put in the moon phases so we can see where the full moons and new moons are. Okay, there's your new moon coming in. Looks like a day off at the high. There's your full moon on the exact high. There's your full moon on the exact low. There's your new moon almost on the exact low. There's your new moon on the near on the exact low. There's a full moon day or so off, and this was the 13th, and this is when we had that big one. Where are you, the 13th? Right here. There was a big full moon right there, and then we had the big rally, then the ABCD up. The question that someone just posed me, let me get rid of all this, and that is, I want to delete everything so we can do it together here. I think I'll delete everything. Well, now all you got to do is delete this and it'll come out pretty easy. So hold on just a second. Okay, now we see the big ABCD. This is a 3 drive to a bottom pattern. We talked about that when it was happening. All the numbers were just absolutely perfect right there. Now we had the rally. But look, folks, we have come down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're 11 days down. Find me 11 days down in this puppy, folks. This is an outlier event. Just like this one is an outlier on the upside, this is an outlier on the downside. If you look at the move on these things, let's just do it from this. Well, we can do it from this low right here. Market went up just like that. Okay, let's just draw it across so we can all see it together. There it is right there. All right, now let's see what it's doing on the downside. Hello, operator. All right, just like you don't want to be a buyer up here, I'm really reluctant to be a seller here. But here was what the problem is. While we were on the air, some of my followers, both of them, happened to be on the air at the same time, and they said, Lair, he said, something's wrong with this A, B, C, D. And I said, you're absolutely correct. And then I said, do you remember, folks, we had a gap in here? Okay, we had another gap in here. Of course, that one was filled. But when a gap is filled, or when a gap is out there, you must go to CD leg being 1.27, all right? You put that in, and that tells you that the low today should have been 20.56. The low so far has been 20.88. It's missed it by 38 cents or 38 points, which is $600. So that's it. Now remember, 3 days ago, just look at this. We go to the hourly chart because we were still very bearish 3 days ago. I'm going to go to the hourly chart. There's the hourly chart 3 days ago. Okay, you see that move right there? Exactly to Johnny's little placard. So that's why this is where we are now. So whether this is the bottom or not, I'm not sure, but nobody else is either. So we're all guessing at the same time. Okay, now let's look at some stocks that are in the news. Let's first start with Tesla because I heard they were beating the heck out of it yesterday. Let's see what it's doing today. We had all that number down there at 271. They probably massacred some of that today. Okay, here's Tesla. The problem in the stock market, folks, it's a market of stocks, and these things are getting the hell beat out of them. Look at Tesla. It's already breaking through. We had the ABCD pattern perfectly right here. It rallies 22 points, and now we're making new lows. This is what's wrong with the market, folks. It's a market of stocks, not just a stock market. So you got to remember that. This thing is going to go lower no matter what happens, even if we get a rally or don't get a rally. Let's get rid of that one, and we want to look at NVIDIA. There's another one that was a darling of the industry and now has started to be well, everybody still loves it. They're just buying it on the way down. Like old Earl Scheib said, have a friendly hello and a goodbye. Just get this up here in NVIDIA here. There's one problem with goodbyes, folks. Goodbyes work in an up market, but on a down market, goodbyes don't work. And the reason why, your first goodbye looks pretty good. The second one that doesn't work is not very good. The third one that doesn't work is really, really bad, okay? Pretty soon, let me just show you right here. Okay, there's where we are right here. Okay, remember way back in January when we had the dude there right on the first of the year, he was visiting, and he said, I said, sell this thing at 150. He said, are you crazy? And I said, yes. I said, but I'm still going to sell it at 150. And the reason why I said 150, you notice the gap right here. All right, we'll do the same thing with the gap. Move this over, and you'll see you'll be really close to where you want to be. Bada bing, bada boom. And that takes us up to 150, and look what it went to. High was 152. He covered it here first day and made a lot of money. I never got any of it, but he was able to help someone here in Tucson immensely, as I mentioned before. And that looks what we're coming here, folks. NVIDIA is not dead yet. See how we're really close? We're 3 bottoms here. Even as bad as the market is, they're still holding up. So people are still interested. Why not? The darn thing's made billions of dollars for people. So look at NVIDIA. There's your ABC to where it starts. Okay, let's go through the whole thing just like we did before. There's your AB leg right here. There's your CD leg. What do we have here? A huge gap. So again, what do you want to do? You want to take this and just make this 127 means an expansion, square root of 1.618. And where does it come down to? Right here. So it's a little bit lower, but close enough. There's our double ABCD coming in here. Plus we have another one right behind it because you got another high here to another low right here. And boy, oh boy, it's going to be really interesting because that's going to be the 786 on the long-term daily. So I think, we get below here, then the lights are out. But right now, we should be getting ready to, if you're interested in, look, everybody wanted to buy it here during the month of October, November, December, January. Now everybody's underwater in February. Everybody that bought it in February is underwater, and nobody wants to buy it. So remember what they said on the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, folks. You got to buy them when they're crying and sell them when they're yelling. And that's the name of the game. That was out of Bernard Baruch's My Great Story. And he was certainly very good at that. Okay, we're going back down now, and we're making new lows again. It looks like in our old stop and P. We rallied a little bit. Let's see where the rally led to today, folks. Hold on one second. I'm automating this thing here, so I got to get this out of the way. Hold on a second. This is our, neural network that predicts the time. And here's our, look at this, A, B, C, D. What do I always say that? A, B, C, D. Let's see where it went to. There was our high mid-morning. There's your A leg. There's your B leg. There's your C leg. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll be right back. 877-927-6648. And now the Russell.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the Opening Call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening Call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direction. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direction.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, we're back. We're going to be talking, just get rid of this Apple. That doesn't count. We got to talk what's going on right now because we got a lot of things going on. We got a new low coming in here in the S&P as expected. The Russell has just tagged. This is intraday while we were gone. It rallied exactly, and now we're coming down. The beeper just went off because here again, it's also near right at the weekly lows. Let's get this up here. There it is right there. This is with an A, B, C, D at the weekly low. You know, folks, there's the old low, 2054. We're at 2061 right now. Hold on. Oh, the NASDAQ is getting there. Boys, let's time out. We got to see if this stuff actually works. Get rid of this NVIDIA here. I have a little fun here. I got to do this for myself, folks. I don't, whether this works or not. We're getting real close to it now. See, here's where we are. Let's see if this stuff works because I believe in this stuff, like I'm not always wrong or right, but there's where we are. Let's just draw it in together and see where we are. This is over the last couple of days, but that's how you get to these points, okay? Look, we got them all the way down here. If they worked then, should work now, don't you think? There was this one right here. There's your AB leg right here. Where to go to? Right there. What do we got? Another one coming in right here? Okay, yeah, right there. That's it. And I think that's going to be it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at over the last 3 days, see the range, okay? I would have loved to have seen it take this high out. That would have really been great, but it didn't do that. And folks, as you know, I am pretty bearish, but let's just move on here. There's where we are right now. There's your expansion number right here. Here's the number that we're waiting for. We're going to blow this up really good, and let's go to a 15-minute chart. Let's go to half hour, and we can see it really close. Here's what I want to see. There's where we are. This is today's action, okay? There's yesterday's action, okay? There's today's action, okay? Now that tells us that we have a potential for an ABCD. So we're just going to draw it in. There's AB, and there's CD, and there's a number right here. What they'll probably do is hit this magical number and knock it out by a little bit because it's like a 200-day moving average. They'll probably take that out. But that's an ABCD, folks, and I believe in those. So I'm not sure it's going to collapse from there. But if it does, we get below, start trading below 19,000. Boy, that's going to be a really, really tough one. Now, remember, while we're doing that, at the same time we're doing that, please get my standard deviations up that I saved. Oh, no, I took them off. I did. I took them off. Son of a gun. Nope, they're not here anywhere. Got it. Anyway, we are at 3. Hold it. I know what to do. Well, maybe not. let's get back to this. This is the number right here. I'm going to put the beeper in right at, low has been 20.38, and we're looking for, it's only 15 pips away from the number, folks. Let's see if that's anything else. I better shut up and see where we are here. There is a 1.618 expansion of that. That might be the low right there, because look how close these two are, and that's a 1.618 expansion of the whole range today. So that's another really important one to watch. All right, let's take a look at the old Russell and see how badly it's getting beat. Let me get these up together here. Boy, time moves fast when you're having fun, right, boys and girls? Okay, we made a new low in the S&P, and we didn't go anywhere yet. It doesn't mean we're not going to, but we haven't gone anywhere yet. Okay, Grasshopper, find something very interesting indeed. Hold on. Aha, buy. Look at this, 13-minute chart. Takes out all those lows and rallies 100 points. 100 points. Come on, what's bearish about that? Wow. May not mean something. Folks, look, see how it kicks it out? Doesn't mean anything. Could mean the same thing here, but look what happened. So it's rallied 100 points. Well, more than 100 points, because that's 120 points. I think we're at a bottom here, folks, but I'm so bearish, I have to stay short. But all I'm doing now is I have been running a short position for quite some time, but I have lowered my stops down every time it drops this, I drop my points in the S&P by quite a bit. As a matter of fact, the number in the S&P right now that I will blow everything out the window is right here at 57.51. That's where I'm going to say goodbye. And you all know, because I've been doing this for a very long time. Let's get this daily up here, how bearish I was back here. Remember on that day right here, we talked about this. This is the monster triple top. Top 1, top 2, top 3. Folks, these made higher highs by one or less than 1 or 2 points. How bullish is that? Are you kidding me? That's not bullish at all, and so look, this is where we are now. We're coming down right now. I've been short the whole way, and now today I've been dropping the stops as I go through here, but we're going to see if it works or not. I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much it, and let's see what else we got here going on right now. All right, what else do we have that we need to talk about? I think that's it. Well, the Russell, the doggone thing, it just isn't... It's just not following. It's not falling out of bed here, folks. There's a intraday Russell. And look, it also makes it a little bit lower low and doesn't go anywhere. So showing signs, but like they say, showing signs doesn't mean very much, because it rallies and fails and rallies and fails. So the only way you do that, you decide whether you want to be long or short, put your order in, put your stop in, and take complete responsibility. I have the honor now of working with someone who I think he doesn't know I'm talking about him because he doesn't listen to this, but I'm going to be doing some work with him, and I think he's going to be one of the great ones, actually. He got a feel for it, and he has no fear. The thing I got to do is control the fear, and then I got to tell him to think it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you lose. That's what you got to do, because nobody can tell you what you can do. That little sign, Amos Hofstadter, who started Commodity Corporation, he had a little wooden sign on his desk that was etched by one of his customers, and it said, "It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you don't lose." And that's the key. When I went to work at Drexel Burnham Lambert back in 1976 for those 7 years, best 7 years I've ever spent in the business, the very first thing they said was, "We've got clients that make money, we've got clients that lose money. The one things we don't have are clients that lose a lot of money. So if you lose 25%, go back into pharmacy, boy, because you ain't going to make it in the stock business." Well, by golly, that's what you got to do. And just do that. If you do that, the rest of it will take care of itself, okay? Well, coming to the end of the rainbow here, folks. I hope you had a little fun. Keep an eye on what's going on. If you made money, that's good. If you lost money, that's good too, because you learn something from every loss that you take. You don't learn from your winners. You learn from your losers. Ask my 4 ex-wives. Never had Forexwise, folks. I learned that after 2. Hey, see you tomorrow, folks. No, I got a wrap up coming. Stay tuned. Almost forgot, Al. Don't shoot me. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, this is the Bradley stock market model. It's based on astrology. Don't worry, astrology is nothing more than a calendar, folks. It's days of the month, days of the week, days of the year, except that they're related to the planets. Mercury, 88 days, Venus, 256, Mars, 400 and something. I don't know, but they all got their own numbers. When they line up, where all the numbers come together at the same time, that means something, and that's what this is all about. This is the key day of the year, folks, March 21st, either high or low. I'm assuming that this is upside down, but we could, from this level, maybe rally for 2 weeks. Boy, that would get everybody back bullish, wouldn't it? And boy, that would be the time. Now, this does not indicate volatility. It just says a key date. February 28th was a key date. Remember, we started down big time February 28th. March 21st is the biggest day of the year, with the exception of this one here on August the 8th. All right? That's also 2 big dates. There's a big one here in June, but these are the big ones. And all this means is that there's a whole bunch of things lining up. And well, that's it. I'm giving my 2 cents worth, and I hope you like it. Tomorrow we're hope to have Tom Moore, Mike Moore of Moore Analytics as our guest. He's been nailing that crude oil and heating oil and gasoline pretty good, so we want to have him on, and so we'll see how it all works. So I hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed the show. Try to help your friends and neighbors, folks, because not everybody has all the wonderful things that some people have, and that's why you got to share the wealth. Because if you don't, you can't take it with you. Like old Bob Hope said, I want my last check that I write to bounce. And that's what it's all about. Mine started bouncing about 10 years ago. I wish I could stop that. All right, we'll see you on the flip side tomorrow, folks. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless. The words of Anthony Robbins.